Hey, so this one is an E blues lick, and like all of these, they can be done in multiple keys. But I chose E blues because I was kind of got the inspiration from this lick from a Cannonball Adderley solo, and I don't remember exactly what the tune was, but he played a lick very similar to this one, not quite exactly the same, or I'd really give him a little bit more credit. So it's really a pretty cool lick that's almost got a Stanley Turrentine-ish kind of feel to it as well, So when I play it, I can think Cannonball, I can think Stanley Turrentine, or I can just think me. But I mean, that's very Stanley Turrentine-ish. Drop it to another key of A, key of D, play it down low, or up high. It's just got such a really cool sound to it. I really like kind of the bend that comes off of the flat 5 on it. So as it kind of encircles that next note coming up. So let's kind of talk through it by the numbers. Again, it's an E blues lick based on the E blues scale. So start out by playing that E blues scale a few times. You can go up and down, as high as you want, as low as you want. Doesn't matter if you're playing alto or tenor saxophone or whatever instrument you're playing. Just get that blues lick in hand. Identify the numbers: 1, minor 3, 4, flat 5, 5, minor 7, and 8. And let's look at our lick here. Now it starts on beat 2. With a triplet. So, a cool thing to know about these licks is any lick that starts on beat 2 also works well starting on beat 4. So the numbers, the even numbers, the odd numbers, these licks that start on beat 1 can also work well starting on beat 3. If it, in most situations, there are certainly exceptions, but often these licks are interchangeable, even numbers, odd numbers, as far as which beat within a given measure they start on. So anyway, this one starts with a triplet with a flat 5 pickup into the 5 to the minor 7, and we've had that before. Now you can play that as triplet. You could even alter the rhythm a little bit. You could play 2/16 and an eighth note. So the rhythm is not exactly specific, but I did want to give you something kind of as a guideline. So we've got that pickup that goes towards the 8 or the high root. Then we come down 8 to the minor 7 to the flat 5, and at the flat 5 the note that follows it is the minor third. So you can hear that that kind of throat bend downward from the flat 5 towards the minor 3 as I play it. I love the way that pulls down and kind of encircles the upcoming 4. So our next note is 4 to minor 3, and we cap it off with a triplet on the low 1, the low root, to the low minor 7, back to the root. If you want to, you can do a pull down on the 4 going down as well. I find myself wanting to do. Now the variation I've includes 4/16 notes on beat 4. So you can see the 16th notes there, the flat 5 to the 4 to the minor 3 to the 1. So when I put those in the lick, now, you may have noticed that I didn't really play those really heavy-handed, the 16th notes. They're not really the focus of the lick. The focus of the lick is that bluesy, soulful sound. So if I'm really leaning hard into those 16th notes, that kind of detracts from the soulful focus of the lick. Yeah, this lick, can be played with this nice sultry sort of soft, subtone-ish kind of velvety sort of sound. Or it can be played more bright and bold. And anywhere in between. It can be played at multiple tempos, works slow. It works well at a slow tempo. Also works well at a faster tempo. Almost a march kind of blues sort of feel there. So works very well in at different speeds, different styles of blues. And you can even take little components of the lick. So you might just take the first part of the lick. I kind of like just that. There'd probably be times when I would use that. Maybe just or all so just little bits and pieces of the lick help you get conceptualized, or help you conceptualize the lick into smaller bits of language that you can use in the blues. So this would work well as a call and response kind of lick. So you get call and response out of it. So another great one to take to the practice room. And remember, all of these licks would work well for practicing with the Trading Fours with the Blues set of videos I have in the Basics of the Blues lesson series. Okay, so I'm Randy Hunter, and I wanted to pop in for just a moment and tell you a little bit more about this Easy Blues Lick series. Now, you may have noticed that you're checking out Easy Blues Lick number 15 right now. There are a total of 15 videos and licks in this Easy Blues Lick series. Some of them are from great players, others are just common jazz language, and they're all based on blues scale ideas. There's another one. And in this series, I talk to you about all kinds of things like how you learn these licks in different keys, and even how you can play them with different styles, and even things like how they can be used in call and response kind of phrases. So it's really a beneficial series, I think, and it works particularly well with another lesson set I have called Trading Fours with the Blues, where, we're trading fours back and forth. You can play these licks in different keys, learn them in different keys, and play them along with those videos. Now, the series can be found as part of my Basics of the Blues set at beginningsax.com, or at my my subscription website, randyhunterjazz.vhx.tv. I've got links to both down there. And so at beginningsax.com, they're in the Basics of the Blues series, and these, you can purchase sets individually, like you can purchase Easy Blues Licks. I've also got Trading Fours with the Blues that I just mentioned, and a number of other sets that can be purchased individually or collectively at a substantial discount. And of course, if you subscribe to my subscription site, you have full access to everything that I do. So I hope you'll visit those sites, either subscribe or purchase some lessons from me. Okay, so now let's get back to Easy Blues Lick number 15.